The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Tannehill. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it... It's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Room here to run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Cousins. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Titans 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
That's the score. Vikings 17, Titans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
The ball carrier. Daniil Hunter on the stop. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
At the 19.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
20. 1st down, Tennessee.
After one, 17-7 is our score.
Vikings 17, Titans 7.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I was starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left. tough trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's second down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he finds Cook. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little...
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20.
Oh, you got to feel it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Titans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play fake. Cousins. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A first down carry for Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his 48-yard line.
opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man. And
they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Flush to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Out of the gun, Tannehill being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll throw right away. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's caught the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Titans 17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 on the play. But it's
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And right side, Henry's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And the Titans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Kevin Byard.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Very nice pickup of 33 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably wouldn't.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans 17.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And 2. And it's 4th.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. To narrow that deficit a bit further.
25.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bullet. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Cousins again. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Titans 25.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time when we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds here. They called his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. But he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throw on first down there, but
receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Cousins here to throw. The throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the penalty, it's Henry. Finding room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
And the Titans' first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Derrick Henry. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught for the additional 2 points. They're on the matter of the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this.